Could Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson be on the move in 2021? This is Cody Roark, senior NFL analyst at Pro Football Network, and this is PFN 365. Three of the biggest topics around the National Football League, each addressed in 65 seconds or less. Starting things off in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger is set to return to the team in 2021. However, that is all contingent upon whether or not he's willing to restructure his contract. Currently, as it stands, Roethlisberger is set to account for $41.25 million against the salary cap for the team next season. Obviously, for a team that started off 11-0 but lost 4 of their final 5 games of the regular season, plus losing in the playoffs, he needs more support around Roethlisberger, particularly on the offensive line after several people have retired or moved on, and they need to be able to run the ball more effectively. Roethlisberger is open to a contract restructuring, but will it happen? Moving on now to former Houston Texans defensive end J.J. Watt. He's received a lot of interest around the National Football League since being released by the Houston Texans a couple of weeks ago. It was one of the biggest stories in the National Football League. However, at this point, J.J. Watt has to decide whether or not he wants to play for legacy or whether or not he wants to play for championships. And a lot of people are making the tie to J.J. Watt to the Green Bay Packers. Obviously, the Wisconsin home ties sound very appealing, but there's also some talk about the Cleveland Browns being a team of intrigue with him. Could you imagine a team with J.J. Watt and Myles Garrett on the opposing side? That would be very rough for the rest of the AFC North. And there's some talk that he's opposed to playing with his brothers in Pittsburgh, so more than likely he could play against them if he goes to Cleveland. Now, he's received several offers in the range of $14 million to $16 million, not quite $17.5 million that he was anticipated to make with the Texans if they didn't release him in 2021. And our biggest story of the day, we're going to Seattle, where Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson has not demanded a trade from the organization, despite some of the speculation and the drama surrounding him wanting more input within the organization as to help the team win games. How can they improve and overcome some of the issues that they've had on the offensive line? Russell Wilson has expressed that he would like some feedback within the organization. His ideas during the season were dismissed, and he stormed out of a meeting with the Seattle Seahawks front office. Despite that, both sides believe that there are things that are fixable and that they have to find common ground altogether. However, if the Seahawks do look at trading, which they are not at this point, Russell Wilson has said that teams that he would be open to a trade to are the Chicago Bears, the Dallas Cowboys, the New Orleans Saints are some of those teams that are out there, as well as the Las Vegas Raiders. So could you imagine Russell Wilson being in any other uniform besides that Seattle Seahawks green and the 12th man there? I don't think that's going to be something we're going to see, but things could change in the landscape of the Seattle Seahawks franchise and organization as it pertains to their star player, Russell Wilson. And this has been Cody Roark of PFN 365.